yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Hey yo, what's up, man? It's your boy Tusco D, aka Mr. Flow So Nice, aka Matiba Totally, because you already know, man, I talk too much, and I'm back with you with another one. Now, remember when I said that the What Happened to Ricky line has been overplayed? Well, it turns out some artists still feel like it hasn't been played enough. Most recently, Reason has actually come out in a song called Flavors to use the So What Happened to So and So line to address what happened between him and Motif, and also what happened between Ricky Rick and Motif. And I'm going to just read the lyrics to you guys, and we're going to get into the analysis soon afterwards so that you guys just kind of know what we're talking about. So this is what it says on the lyrics. It says, yo, what happened with Do Me? What happened with Do Me is the same thing that's happening to me. We went and got bougie. We went from the J's and the 10s to wanting that Gucci Armani profusely, to signing my own checks on my own desk, but the difference is crucial. The niggas I move with, the niggas I grew and blew up with, the niggas you roll with was trying to take food from the people I cook and I chow with. And that's on some true shit. I gave them the credit and that was the end of the movie. I don't want to do this. What happened to Rick is the story of what happens in music. What happened to me? I swallowed my pride, digested it, and got on my own shit. And now I'm flowing out an ocean, making magic, I'm the portion. So listening to these lyrics, you can kind of tell that what Reason has been letting out in interviews and in public, where he comes out to say that I just left Motif Records because my contract ended, is not necessarily true. When you listen to these lyrics, you kind of hear that there were grievances within the label, one of which sounds like was money. If you listen to what he's talking about when he says that what happened to Do Me was the same thing that happened to me, which is trying to say that he was also chasing that Gucci, that Armani, no longer just chasing J's, which means he was trying to make more money and he was trying to grow as an artist. So he was trying to grow like financially. And he's talking about the fact that now there was a difference between how Toomey was going out to get that money, or how Toomey was trying to grow and get those Gucci's and those Armanis, from how he was growing. He says that the people he works with are the people he grew with, but the people that roll with Toomey are different people, which means those are people that were trying to starve his people. So he's kind of speaking on the fact that, he's letting us know that it was money that actually caused them to leave the label, and just basically wanting to grow out of that situation. He continues to speak about the fact that, he digested that situation, and he's been doing in interviews. He hasn't been coming out and speaking out on the matter directly. He hasn't been coming out, and spazzing like all the other artists that have been leaving labels. For example, if you look at how Aries and the other ambitious artists that left in Benchmark and so on left the label, by coming out and actually stating the fact that, it's money this, it's money that. Reason has actually come out to say, my contract just ended. But, on the lyrics, is kind of letting us know that, there was some other issues besides the fact that my contract ended. And, that was the reason I left. But I digested it. I didn't make noise out of it. I just went and got my own shit. So I started doing my own business, signing my own checks, and sitting in my own desk and making my own money. He also comes out and speaks about the what happened to Ricky issue, and he speaks about the fact that what happened to Ricky Rick is nothing big, man. It's just what happens in music. For those of you guys that don't know, Ricky Rick also came out on a particular song called Limpizza with Casper. He came out and said that it's what happened to 50. So if you look at what happened to 50 Cent, you can kind of tell what Ricky Rick was trying to say in those lyrics, where, 50 Cent went from being the guy that was rapping hardcore about the streets and so on, to basically now rapping about money and how rich he is and how many cars he has. And if you look at what happened with Ricky Rick, it was also a similar story where at some point Ricky Rick was actually rapping about real issues that are faced in the hood, struggles that people are facing. And then all of a sudden it came out, see, look at it, you know what I mean? So that's what Reason is talking about. And even when you listen to Reason's music now, you can kind of tell that he's no longer also rapping about, the deep stuff that you used to rap about. Now he's really with the new swag game, of artists, bragging about what they have, switching up the flow, having this whole commercial thing going on. So he's just trying to say that what happened with Ricky Rick is nothing big. It's just something that happens in music. I'd like you guys to let me know what you think in the comment section, what you think of these lyrics. Give me your own analysis of them. And also, Bafetu, should Do Me respond to what Reason is saying? Like I've said before, I feel like the So What Happened to So and So line has been overplayed a little. If he does, do you think like me that, maybe use another line than So What Happened to So and So? Let's create another, I'm sure we can be creative enough in hip hop to come up with something else to say rather than the So What Happened line. Leave a comment in the comment section, Bafetu, and definitely subscribe. Awesome. Now wait. Emma Pili, I know you wanna go, but click that red button and subscribe and put some respect on a younger name, man.